Hi again, Matt from Glaucoma Pirates. This is video 16. This is part 2 of mental health related to glaucoma, depression and anxiety, part 2. So I'd got up to the point where I'd been taken off sertraline because it was causing me to have a lot of headaches and a lot of migraines. I'm not really sure, ignoring the headaches, I'm not really sure that sertraline was doing anything for me. I was on it for probably about 3 months. I didn't feel any different. I was also doing the CBT and I was things like that. So that helped a little bit, but I think it was more just trying to find a reason and then being hopeful that you found something that might be a reason, and going through the process of they get you to do things like write your feelings down and put them in a drawer and put them behind you and all that sort of thing. And I think it helped momentarily to think that something was helping, but in hindsight, it wasn't a long-term fix. It didn't take away the problems that I was having, or my ability to mentally process them and make life changes that I needed to make. So anyway, the good news is that having weaned off the sertraline and gone onto the Mirtazapine, there were good things and bad things about the Mirtazapine. From my personal point of view, it was a miracle drug, because from the first day that I started taking it, my headaches and migraines pretty much stopped. Literally that quick. I was having 3 or 4 migraines a week with a constant low-grade headache, and started taking Mirtazapine, and the headaches just went. My head felt clearer. I wasn't feeling foggy-headed all the time, and the headaches had gone. And the other thing about Mirtazapine, I was told to take it sort of late in the evening, and I slept like a baby. Like the minute I hit the pillow, I was asleep. And I slept through on Mirtazapine, and I think that, so they were the benefits, they were the good sides of Mirtazapine. I never really felt massively different, apart from the fact the headaches weren't getting on top of me, so they weren't getting me down so much. I was still feeling anxious about silly things like going to the shops or going out with some friends, or going to the, I was still playing in the band at the time. We had the sporadic gigs and stuff, and I was fine doing the gig. It's weird, but the build up to it would be, I'd be getting really anxious, and I really had to force myself to do it and to get there, and I did. I never once didn't do something because of it. I would make myself do it, but I felt very uncomfortable at the same time, which is, I just think how negative anxiety and seeing it as anxiety can take over. And again, the depression sort of goes in hand with it. You don't really realise, but you're quieter around people. You're not getting as much enjoyment out of things as you think you used to, and you think you should. But from that point of view, the Mirtazapine, helped the headaches and everything. But my wife said that when I was on Mirtazapine, I was a bit like a zombie, just very quiet and sort of, not really there, not really me. It wasn't really me the whole time when I was on it. Again, I think at this stage I was having a second lot of CBT, thinking maybe if there was a different person doing it, and it was this was a video CBT that I was doing, so just trying another approach, and I was doing that as well because I was conscious of it. And maybe that's part of the problem, is that when you're conscious of it and you think, how can I fix this, you overthink even more, and that sometimes I feel like it's best not to talk about mental health, because then you're not thinking about it. If you're not talking about anxiety and depression, then it's not there, but it is there, it's in the background. But it's a real balance between talking about it too much and talking about it enough to get it off your chest. And I've struggled with that, if I'm honest with you. So maybe I'm my worst enemy sometimes. But anyway, because of the other thing with Mirtazapine that I wasn't happy with is I was putting on weight with Mirtazapine. It makes you, I don't know if it how that happens, but I was told it was a possible side effect, and I did put on a couple of stone probably. You know, that stage when you're seeing photos of yourself, or you're seeing videos of yourself when you're performing on stage, you think, oh God, horrible like that now. So yeah, I did put on weight as well. So anyway, gradually I started doing a bit more stuff for myself and trying to come to terms with everything a bit more, and try and make sense of everything. I started doing some mindfulness meditation, which for me has really helped. And just being aware that all these symptoms and headaches and fogginess and feeling nauseous and the fight or flight things, they're all just a sensation and a feeling. And if you can, I've been trying to train my brain through mindfulness meditation, which is something I never thought. Honestly, it's all pie in the sky nonsense, you know, a couple of years ago. But I'm willing to. I just want to try anything now to get to my old self back. It's interesting, but yeah, literally I've only done it through YouTube and just searching YouTube channels and mindfulness and trying different meditations, and I found one that I found really useful. Someone called Dr. Julie, and she's only got a couple of videos. It's a 10-minute mindfulness meditation, a 12-minute, and I do them every day. I do one of them every day, and I found it helpful. I've even tried tapping and things like this. Which I do still do from time to time. Exercise, trying to keep yourself moving all the time and doing exercise, that does help. I've got one of these sort of 12-foot by 8-foot pools in the garden, and I've been doing cold, not ice, but just cold dips in that every day, and that again, that helps with mindfulness and just grounding yourself and just getting used to different sensations to override the negative sensations that you've got with headaches and head fog and the other symptoms that I think are all partially due to the glaucoma and things like eye drops. So you're not focusing on them so much, and it's sort of snapping you out of that downward spiral. So the good news is I decided to stop taking the Mirtazapine because of the weight gain and because my wife says it just wasn't me, and tapered off the Mirtazapine. And then I had some quite good months where I just felt like I was getting a little bit better every day. There's no quick fix out there, and it's about learning about yourself and learning about why these different signals have been set up in your brain, and why you're reacting differently to situations than you used to, and there's a lot involved, and it's different for everybody. There's post-traumatic stress, and there's all these different things, and they're all connected, and it's all about your brain wiring, your connections which make you respond, and your body try and protect you in a certain way, which I believe causes anxiety and depression in different ways that different people have symptoms of that. But knowledge with this sort of thing, I think, is helpful, because the initial thing when you start to get anxious and depressed, you think, I'm going mad, and you're not going mad. It's part of what your body does. It's what you're designed to do. It's your brain, and overthinking is a natural response to pressure and stress, whether that be through health or anything else. So hopefully, if you're suffering with things like this, just as much research as you can. It's a normal thing that normal humans should experience. It's not something out of the ordinary. Medications can help some people, and different medications can help some people. Some people need medications for a long period of time. Some people just use them as a crutch when things are really bad. But I think I'm slowly getting there now. I'm still not the old Matt. I still have a different fight or flight mechanism going on. I'm still trying to retrain to get back to how it was, where it doesn't bother me. And it's slowly working. I'm slowly getting there, but it's a long process. So that's my journey really with mental health. I'm still doing mindfulness meditation. I have just referred through the NHS to see if there's any possibility of getting just some counselling that's not CBT, that's just talking through stuff to a psychologist or something, just to give me a little bit more comfort and grounding in it really, and just to, you know, my goal is to not get anxious anymore and to see it as an excitement rather than a, oh God. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there the same, in the same boat, and we'll carry on, and maybe watching this video will make you realise you're not on your own. Fortunately for me, I'm a very pro-life person. I've never had suicidal thoughts, nothing like that. As you know, so my anxiety and depression is relatively not as bad as a lot of people who have it, but it has affected me. It's changed who I am. But I think part of this journey is coming to terms with the new me and the new limitations that I have because of my glaucoma and because of my migraines, and doing things that make you happy, and making these videos is something that's making me happy, knowing that I'm sharing my experience is helping somebody else. So anyway, this is overrun. It's gone over 11 minutes. I apologise for that, but it was an important video, an important 2 videos that I think I wanted to make. If you are suffering with any form of anxiety, depression, and when it does escalate and get to that tipping point where you just want to go in a hole, please reach out to anybody, reach out to me, reach out to all the support networks, the NHS. There's something there for you. Don't give up. Suicide is not the answer. Just talk to anybody, just like I'm talking to you. Anyway, thanks for watching again. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Ta-ra.